Well, good day YouTube and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. Now today I wasn't going to review a beer, and then I got home and well, a beer was waiting for me to review, so let's review it, right? Today we will be looking at this. This is from Trafalgar Ales and Meads. This is Fresh Hop Harvest at 5% ABV, so I am pretty damned sure that this is the old hop nouveau before Trafalgar changed all their bottles and labels. I actually like these labels more than the old ones. The old ones were a lot more cartoony, a lot more childish, shall we say. But yeah, that wax seal, really nice. The text, really nice. The dark on green, really nice. It makes it pop. It's actually kind of the same green as up here. It really pops. 5% alcohol by volume, as I said. Ingredients, that's tasting notes. I'm not reading that. Trafalgar has sourced yeah, okay, so this is the hops used are grown in Stratfordville. Okay, yeah, so this is the new wet hop ale. Well, the new hop nouveau. Okay, good to know. So hop nouveau, which was a yearly release, is what this guy is. Just a new name. Fresh Hop Harvest. Now you know, I don't think I've ever had, coming to think about it, a wet hop ale that clear. Not that filtration isn't a bad thing, and it's probably that they filtered it out, and they do have the money to have a better filter than some breweries that do wet hopping. But when you throw the whole leaf in, I normally find more sludge in the beer than this. Crystal clear, beautiful amber color. It looks really nice though. Smell. Mmm. Mmm. Okay. A nice sweet graininess, neutral graininess, almost like a wheat. A very subtle piney scent, a very subtle grapefruit. And a tiny hint of a citrus fruit that I can't put my finger on. Let's try the beer. Cheers. Okay. Very, very soft carbonation. Almost as if they're still having that slight problem they sometimes have with their caps. Almost to that point, because there's almost no carbonation. This is almost like a cask pail, if you will. Bready, biscuity forefront. Bready, biscuity finish. That also mingles with a resiny bitterness that just takes over the back of your throat. That oily, resiny, hoppy bitterness. Kind of like chewing on a caffeine pill or an Advil or anything like that. When you take a pill and you chew on it, you know that just bitter sensation that covers the back of your throat. It's there. But I also get a touch of lemon, a touch of grapefruit, and a touch of pine. There's actually nothing wrong with this beer. I'm not a big fan of the finish, but there's nothing wrong with the beer itself. Again, the finish a little too bitter for me personally, but I like this beer. Out of 10 on this beer, I will give it a 6.75 out of 10. Usually I like the Hop Nouveau better. I do believe they use the same hops every year, like the same variety of hops. I believe that changes in the boil times and everything. And I have liked this better in the past. That being said, with the carbonation this is at, this is the most drinkable it's ever been at. But I have liked the tastes of the hop nouveaus in the past over this one. Still a good beer, still a drinkable beer. It reminds me, with the hop flavors and the profile of this, it reminds me of a lot of those Ontario pale ales that are out there, which are the pale ales that are kind of made for the pubs. It has all those flavors, but then it has a beefed up, resiny finish, and I think that's where this is much, much different than the other Ontario pale ales, and where the wet hopping really brought something in. I would have expected a little more scent out of it, a little more flavor, but not a bad beer. Can't say anything wrong with it. Trafalgar really, in my eyes, in the last year has not all their beers are amazing, but they've really turned a corner and come back to caring about the consumer and caring about their product. Not that they fully stopped caring before, but it was if there was a time and place where Trafalgar could do no wrong even when they did. And now they make these beers that they actually put love into and actually put time into and actually put effort into, and they go alongside their spirits, and their spirits are done really, really well. So it's great to see some really well done beers coming out of them as well. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Bye bye.